Hello again and welcome back to continuing coverage of Week 1 in the Arena Lacrosse League with Game 2 of our doubleheader here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation. As Season 4 continues in the All with the Toronto Monarchs visiting the Six Nations Snipers. I'm Lance. Nights for these Toronto Monarchs as they're off to a good start, beating Oshawa last night. 8 power play goals. So keep an eye. If the nation can't be disciplined here, then it's certainly going to cost them in the scoring column. Right off the bat, in the circle was Doug Palace. He lost the draw. Monarchs now with possession. So the Monarchs are sharp. Again, they were in action yesterday as they working around the horn on offense. Pat Corbett, instrumental yesterday with a big night. He had double digits points. Snipers now will trot it over the timeline and go to work. Mike McLaughlin out there working, of course. Danton Miller out there as well. That shot is stopped and handled easily by Joel Watson. He sends the outlet. And over the timeline is Sayer Howell. He dumps that off to Alex Q. Big Alex Q will get it back on the return, working on the right side. Q takes a couple hard hits, swings it out, under 10 on the shot clock. Trying to bull his way in is John Vesna. Vesna covered well. They're running out of time. Got to let it go, and they do. Jake Lazor made that one look easy. And we got a bit of a malfunction with the clock, and we'll continue to play on. So Travis Stats got it off over, and it's dumped back out to John Perry. They'll set things back up. Dan Miller out there, kick it back up. Perry now runs into traffic. He'll get it out, shot from way out, wide of the mark. Karam not handled. That's picked up by Emeka Okemi, and he will send the outlet. And here come the Monarchs. Patrick Corbett. Corbett looking for an opening, looking for a cutter. Swing pass, gets knocked down by Richard Imus. Imus with good speed, can't come up with the ball. Gets some good backup though. And coming in on a 2-on-2 bounce shot wide of the mark. So Jamie Downey had a chance, wrong stick side, couldn't get any piece of that net. And here come the Monarchs now with 12:45 to go. Working on the left side. Big shot and finish. And in a blink of an eye, it's 1-0 for the Monarchs. So Cam Mancini will notch his first of the game. Had 4 goals in yesterday's win. And he picks up where he left off. 1-0 to score for the Monarchs off the draw. Tyler Halls did a good job last night in the circle, and the same here as Corbett now. Weave up and down, kicks it back out. Pass goes awry, but it's picked up with plenty of time on the shot clock. Cutting in was Corbett, couldn't get that pass through. So it looks like it wasn't Cam Mancini that got credit for the goal. Looks like it was Campbell Parker. Who picks it up. And either way, with 11:45 to go, it's a 1-0 lead. Monarchs now in possession offensive end. Defensive unit out there for the Snipers, including the tricky Vern Hill. Keep an eye on him. Give and go, working with Parker. Parker hesitates, stops, pulls it back out. His underhand goes off a defender down low, wide open, up, down, and can't finish. Big John Vesna. They do pick up the rebound and we'll get a fresh clock. Looking down low for Campbell Parker, couldn't find him. And it's Vern Hill in the offensive end. Good bounce pass, floated nicely for Mike McLaughlin. Had it pop out of his pocket. And here now come the Monarchs. And too much time taken there by Ty McCulloch. Or McCulloch. We'll go with McCulloch. And setting things up are the Snipers. Of course, this is a new look team. Big underhand there. And here comes Mancini. Mancini. Good move, in, out. Takes a sidearm. Tried to use the defender as a screen rebound. Tried to get tucked in on the dive. Nothing doing there. Good job by Lazor to close the door. And Mason Wright had nowhere to go. Snipers working here. Just over 10 minutes to go. Brett Longboat out there, the big man on the left side. Inside crease the call. And that will take us right to our officials' timeout. So with 9:58 to go here, 1-0 the score in favor of the Monarchs, and they have possession. Mancini sniffing around behind there. He gets covered and harassed. And that's more than harassed. That's going to be 2 minutes, the call. And Justin Martin will be the guilty party. And it looks like first power play of the game will go to the Monarchs. Last night, 15 power play opportunities, 8 goals. And that one's picked off by Vern Hill. Who else would intercept the pass? Weaving in and out. Working on Campbell Parker. Hill tees up the underhand. Stopped. So Watson does a good job. Good job defensively by Vern Hill to step into the passing lane. And the Monarchs now will go back to work with 1:35 to go in the man advantage. Monarchs working around the horn. And it's Corbett. That one is stopped by Lazor. He'll get it and send away Hill. And Hill does a great job to act as though he wasn't going to chase that one down and let it float neatly right into his pocket as they're looking to kill just over a minute. That pass down in the post area right on the crease. And the Monarchs do a good job of collapsing and forcing the turnover. Patrick Corbett, of course, a former Sniper himself, now wearing the gold and maroon of the Monarchs. Mitch Zulian out there at the top, swinging around, and finding the mark. So how about Mitch Zulian? He's in the score column with his first, and it's a 2-0 lead. Back to the draw here with 8:20 to go in the opening quarter. Sometimes tough to get your momentum going. Of course, the Monarchs, having played last night, are certainly game ready. And off the draw, Graham Bergsma gets knocked down, does win possession. And Bergsma, of course, made the jump from the Oshawa Outlaws over to the Toronto Monarchs. And little veteran leadership, outstanding draw man. As that underhand from Mancini gets stopped. Bergsma again digging for the loose ball. Imus kicks it ahead to Vern Hill. Hill out there with Okemi marking him. Keep an eye out. Henry Chapman out there as well. Quick underhand stopped by Watson. And now going to need some work to get it out. Monarchs do a good job, make a good outlet pass, get it over the timeline easily. 7.5 minutes to go. Looking for an opening, Mason Wright. That'll be a reset. Hill scoops it up. Backhand pass on the wrong foot by a defender. Moves it up. Travis Zabolts. The middle, and that snuck through the wickets, but couldn't trickle over that goal line. And Snipers again still looking for their first goal of this season. Down on the right side corner, kick it back to the top in Parker. Parker will quarterback this offensive set out there with Bergsma shading on the half boards. Coming around, that one's blocked. Bergsma will pick it up with 5 on the shot clock, dump it down low. That sidearm well wide of the mark by Howell, and it'll be possession to the Nation. Ty Argent. Fine Longboat, he'll swing it over. They'll start things on the right side. Looking for an opening, dumps back, comes back to the left. Perry looking for an opening, back to the right. McLaughlin on the run, and that one will stay in play. Go over the timeline for a violation, play it where it lies, and it'll be Vezina. John Vezina will bull his way in, and good job. His momentum took him too far forward, and it's Vern Hill. Hill with no numbers will drop pass and leave it for Jamie Downey, who will, of course, move it along to Chapman. Wide open for the underhand was Danton Miller. That one steered aside by the pad of Joel Watson. Got a delayed penalty coming. This time it'll be the Monarchs that are guilty. Nation will work it around with plenty of time on the shot clock. Extra man out. Weaving his way in was Henry, looking 5-hole, but as you see, Watson had that one covered. It'll be the first power play attempt of the season for the Snipers. Brett Longboat out there with Argent, Danton Miller, Chayton King also in the right shooter spot. That skip pass goes off McLaughlin's stick and into the stands, and now it's Okemi with the speed, cuts back into the net off the post. So a good rush, not able to finish, and it'll be Corbett that will dump it down. Okemi will retreat to the bench, and Campbell Parker tried to flip, picked off by Lazor. And Lazor, one of the better passing goaltenders here in the Arena Lacrosse League. They all can throw the ball well. You find that some of the teams from the East playing in the arenas like Children's Arena and Millbrook with a lower ceiling tend to go with more of a sidearm style. Round the horn, a minute to go in the man advantage. Miller, his underhand again. Watson, scouting reports out. Snipers like to go 5-hole. And Watson has been equal to the task here. Tyler Halls, big man, weaving his way in. Gets it over to Corbett. Corbett will set things up. Corbett with Argent on him. And takes it hard. No goal as it bounced off the post and off the goal line and out. And look now for Justin Martin. Longboat with 15 seconds to go in a man advantage. A swing it to the right side. Had a notion. Shot was on target by Lyle Hill. Not a whole lot on it, right on the old chest. Watson with a BB that'll move it up, and good hands there to get it over the timeline. And working in was Buck. Tanner Buck looking behind the net, scoops that one up. Tries to go for the dive wraparound, tiptoes around the white. No call. Campbell had his shot blocked. No reset on the play. Getting hounded, Imus all over him. Bergsma can't handle the pass. And that shot clock violation will take us to our officials' timeout. Set to go here with 3 minutes to go. Making it look easy, getting it over the timeline was Chapman. And now they'll set things up. Teams back at full strength, penalty over. Snipers working in the offensive end. 15 on the shot clock. Kick it back out. Miller tees it up. Stopped by Watson. Rebound picked up by Corbett. Corbett will loft the outlet pass. And it's taken nicely and neatly by Howell. Howell will set things up. Mancini working on the right side will wait and kick it back to the top. Swing around again on the curl, looking for an opening. Vezina pops out on the left side. His skip pass goes off the boards, and it's picked up, and the Snipers will move it up. Who else? Vern Hands Hill. Goes to the corner, Vern Hill. And oh man, that guy doesn't look like he sweats at all. His first of the season. Snipers finally on the board here with just over 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. I'm pressuring, and a little too much pressure. In some states in the U.S., that's actually a crime. So he's going to spend 2 minutes in the box. An extra attacker on for the Monarchs. Kick it back out. Big John Vezina comes in, jumps in. Q looking to swing at his pass, knocked down by Vern Hill, and second power play attempt. So back go the Monarchs to work again, as I stated earlier about their success on the power play in yesterday's game. They go back to work here with Parker Sands. Underhand, it's a bullet, stopped by Lazor. And the outlet's going to get floated up. Mike McLaughlin will cradle it in, go to the bounce, just saved by Watson. Rebound, Vern Hill, switch hands, tries to pocket it. And Watson right there. And you got to keep your eye on some of these snipers. They appear to be in the right place, right time on the regular. And it'll be Patrick Corbett now that'll trot it over the line and set things up. Minute and 20 to go in the Imus penalty. Backhand pass, ricochets right to Vezina. Vezina will tee up the overhand rebound, smothered and picked up by the Snipers. They send the outlet, and it's Hill this time. Vezina back, though. And it'll be Big John Vezina now that'll bring it up. Tanner Buck. Bergsma. Buck off the post. And Bergsma with a good job on the box out. Swings down, right side crease. Kick it back out quick, stick wide of the mark. No reset on the play, 20 on the shot clock. Bergsma picks it up, dumps it down low, kick it back to the top. Vezina at the top, quick stick wide again. Bergsma rebound, 10 on the shot clock, skip pass, overhead, stopped by Lazor. Rebound picked up, Snipers will hold up on the quick release, and that will do it as the quarter comes to an end. 2-1 in favor of the visitors, the Monarchs. Back here with quarter number 2. Locked and loaded here as we get set for quarter number 2. Two teams have traded opportunities. Just 3 goals, though, on the scoreboard. 2-1 in favor of the Monarchs. And off the draw, Tyler Hall's right on the attack. And quickly, and boy, oh boy, if you draw it up, that's the way you draw it up. Patrick Corbett, he picks up where he lets off from last night, his first of the game. Doug Paulus, an AP call-up from the nation in there, this time battling hard. And again, it's Halls. Tyler Kidd's in the Halls. Boy, oh boy, very effective in that circle. And possession now at the back door. Q tees it up wide of the mark. Good feed from Tanner Buck, and Buck's going to get caught with his hand in the cookie jar. They move it on up offensive end to Vern Hill. Looking out the back door to Longboat. Longboat not open. Hill will float it across, and they'll set things up. And guilty one more time, as that will give the Snipers their second power play of this game. Good to go here with 9:31 left in the first half. Teams at full strength. Snipers now get it in the offensive end, will set things up. Trailing this one 3-1. Mike McLaughlin gets a step, pulls it back out, kicks it out. Good underhand, but stopped by Watson. Reset, fresh clock for the Snipers. They work things on the right side, swing it back. Longboat looking for an opening, trying to get that big shot off, fakes the flip, gets it back to McLaughlin, goes to the bounce, stopped by Watson. Again, fresh clock for the Snipers. Longboat tracks that down. They work down in the corner. McLaughlin with a two-hopper back out to the top. And working one-on-one is Perry. Perry ran into trouble, and that pass gets zipped across. McLaughlin, and they throw it away. Monarchs now are going to have a free rein. If Halls will hustle, picks it up, wrong stick side, he'll wait for some help. Was looking for the trailer in Corbett, not there, and he'll get it to Cam Mancini. Tanner Buck on the backdoor play, goes to the top corner, short side. So how about Tanner Buck threading the needle, and it's 4-1 for Toronto. So the Monarchs off to a good start. They've had a solid second quarter to go along with their first. They hold a 3-goal lead. And off the job, Bergsma does a great job, wins that. And possession to Toronto. Ball still loose, though, in front of their bench. Digging for it, and certainly have to be a call there at the very least, as you saw Doug Powless. It's like a one-man wrecking crew over there. Bergsma will get it to Vezina, and in traffic, Campbell Parker gets it off. Bergsma bounces off one. They swing it over to the big man down low. Kicked over, quick pass and shot by Q. Saved by Lazor, and it'll be Vern Hill skipping that pass. And we're going to see if we got a too many men call here, as that is the case. Will be guilty of too many men, and back to work with a man advantage. 0 for 2 are the Monarchs after going 8 for 15 last night. Overload on one side, picked off, and a toss-up. Vern Hill in a foot race with Tanner Buck. Joel Watson will pick it up. Vern Hill runs into Watson. Good ricochet on the carom by Vern Hill. Pretty sure Watson's okay. And it'll be Corbett working half boards right side. He'll work in a bit. Buck looking for an opening, kicks it over. Vezina with a shot. And backhand try is wide of the mark. Mancini picks it up, runs into a defender, brings it back, goes bounce, wide of the mark. And the Monarchs regain possession. Just over a minute to go in the power play. Buck swings it over. Looking for that skip pass, and out there fishing is Lazor. Good job to pick that up, and here come the Snipers. He'll swing it over. Chapman on the left side. Chapman waiting for a screen. Under 10 on the shot clock. Curls out, gets it out, and that shot from way out by Perry is wide of the mark. And now there are 20 seconds left in the man advantage. Monarchs setting things up. Just over 6 minutes to go here, opening half. Corbett out there with Buck. Vezina, Campbell, Parker. Buck on the back door, tried to go up, down, and in. Couldn't find the mark, and the Snipers now looking in transition. Longboat, back door, waiting for the trailer, finds him. Good pass, and too much bounce on the bounce shot by Chapman. Thought he got the head of that stick fixed. Good outlet pass way up ahead, and picking the corner. So an outstanding job by Mason Wright as he slid out of that back door, took a pass, and pocketed it. 5-1 lead for the Toronto Monarchs. And They look even sharper than they did yesterday. So Patrick Corbett picks up an assist on the play. That's his 4th point of this game as a beautiful move. And man, oh man, you talk about going up down. Mitch Zulian with his 2nd of the game. And it's a 6-1 lead. So 15 points in 2 games is no easy task. Hall's again dominating in that circle. And he'll get it over, and they'll have to hustle. Chapman working hard, not able to slow up Mikulik, but Monarchs retain possession. 4:50 to go here with a 5-goal lead for Toronto, working down to Vezina down low. Imus battling for it in there, and it's going to be a possession to the Snipers. Justin Martin, a good head of steam, working on the half-board's left side, kicks it back out. Danton Miller will swing it over to Vern Hill. Snipers need to settle and regroup, get a good shot here as Mike McLaughlin will swing it. Backhand pass in traffic, finds no one except the Monarchs, and they work it out in transition. Tough pass, as that's going to be an interference call, and that will take us to our officials' timeout. All set to go here with 4:06. Possession to the Monarchs. They go back to work, and my apologies, I had Jake Lazor as the goalie for the Snipers currently, and it's actually Dustin Hill. So hats off to Dustin Hill, who made that great save, and a good outlet pass to Vern Hill as he will tiptoe over the timeline. Snipers trailing 6-1. Longboat tees one up, coming out the bench. Got a head of steam going, not able to find the mark, and it'll be Graham Bergsma. Bergsma with a nifty little pass, and they'll work it up with Etier. Etier in some trouble with Hill on him. When Vern Hill's on you, I tell you, you better check your pocket, check your wallet, because he'll take it. Buck looking down low to Vezina, not able to connect. And Dustin Hill now with outlet. Going to have to hurry, and they do. Just in the nick of time, but got to stay awake, as almost able to come away with a theft was Riley Morgan. Hefty screen set there by the Snipers. Miller not able to do much with it. And it'll be Tanner Buck. Collectively, the defense from these Monarchs has been very good. They haven't allowed the Snipers to get too many interior shots inside that dotted half circle. Everything's been way outside. Q. And has it trickle in over the line. So using all his length was Alex Q. Got the shot off and managed to beat Dustin Hill. So with 2:20 to go here in the first half, head coach Darcy Palace and Vince Longboat will have some work to do, as Tyler Halls takes a hack. He'll make his way to the bench. Monarchs now on offense. Looking for an opening, and high pass over to Bergsma. Bergsma with a good overhand, stopped by Hill. Hill now will move it on up to Chapman. Chapman will get it to Vern Hill, looking at back door, and they'll have to wait. Minute 45 to go here in the second. Snipers need to generate some offense, need some better shot selection. They've gotten some shots off, but they haven't even been close to the net. And Monarchs again with some good defense. Anthony Smitherin getting it over and stopped by Hill. And they'll move it up in a hurry to Argent. Argent catching the trailer, getting it back. Underhand, stopped. So good execution. John Perry's underhand stopped, though, as the Snipers using 3 APs today in this game. And it's Tyler Halls. So Halls had his leg clipped a bit. Seems to be A-OK. Back out there a shift later as we move into the final minute of the half. Campbell Parker swing it over, and it's Q. Q gets a screen again, comes with the overhand. It's stopped, picked up, and moved up by the Snipers. Jordan Mike ran into some trouble, got bailed out by Miller. Miller now will work it on the left side. Longboat, 30 seconds to go, kick it back out. Underhand, wide of the mark, and goes into the bench. So frustrating first half here with 25 seconds to go. The Monarchs will call timeout, and they have possession. Set to resume here as there are 25 seconds to go. Net empty for the Monarchs. Goalie pulled for the extra attacker. They'll be playing for the last shot here of this first half. Patrick Corbett will let the clock wind down and go to work with about 10 seconds to go. It's at 10. And the offense starts. Looking down low, good pressure. And that pass goes awry. One, gonna have to hurry. Buck shoots it down. Quick stick, no good. So Dustin Hill holds steady. We've played 30 minutes here. And it's a commanding 7-1 lead in favor of the Monarchs. Back with the second half after this. All locked and loaded now for the start of the third quarter. Commanding 7-1 lead for the Monarchs as they shut out and shut down the Snipers, surrendering just 1 goal in the first half. That coming, of course, in the opening quarter. Just want to make a correction as far as netminders go for the Snipers. It is not Dustin Hill. It is Jake Lazor. Lazor just wearing Dustin Hill's number. So just clarification, it has been Jake Lazor the entire time. So no offense to you, Dustin. You haven't made a save in this game. It's been all Jake. Back to work. Monarchs with a chance. I missed some good defense there. Mancini battles for it. And winning that battle are the Monarchs. Good job by Okemi to get that. And right off the bat, we're going to have a delayed penalty here as it's picked off, and it'll be a slashing call, and it will go to the Snipers. It'll be the fourth power play of the game for the Monarchs. Monarchs, after notching 8 power play goals last night, they are 0 for 3 with the man advantage here today. But I'm sure head coach Blaine McCauley won't worry about that with a 7-1 lead as they work it around the horn. Stationary on the right side. Working his way in was Corbett, allowed to go right in, but Lazor had the angle covered. That outlet takes a funny hop, and didn't allow Justin Martin to get it. Monarchs set things up. This time it'll be Parker Sands at the top. And he gets it over. Buck from the left shooter. Scooped up by Big John Besna. Back out to the top for a reset. Fresh clock. Stepping in. Good overhand. Steered aside by Lazor. Another fresh clock for Toronto. Working around. Parker Campbell. His shot again. Lazor up to the task and sends an outlet. Snipers not doing a good job of getting open and making it easy, but a good job to leg it over the timeline and pull up by Jamie Downey. Down, he takes a whack from Campbell Parker, gets it to Danton Miller. Miller will kill some time with 32 seconds to go. Takes a bullet underhand right on target. Monarchs now will bring it back with under 30 seconds to go in a man advantage. Snipers need a hold here and a goal to get back in this one. With 12:35 to go in the third. No look pass. Bergsma does a good job to knock it down and corral it. Gets it to Q. Q sends it back to the top. Inching his way in, not able to pull that down, was Zulian, and Lazor now will air it out and off the rafter. Possession will go back to the Monarchs. Q. Send it over. Bad pass to Bergsma, and Lazor will try it again. He goes to the carpet this time. And good speed by Martin to track it down, and they'll set things up. Penalty over. Teams now back at 5-a-side. And it's Chapman. Chapman looking for an opening, size it up. Comes back in, ducks in, splits the D, has it knocked away. Picked up, and that shot blocked. Chapman again will come with the underhand. And wide of the mark. Nothing beats a good old-fashioned overhand for accuracy with 11.5 to go here in the third. Vesna gets a screen and gets wrapped up, and it looks like that's going to cost another 2 minutes. This time it's going to be Doug Powless that will find his way to the sin bin. Certainly could be a lot more as the Monarchs will be looking to add to their tally here. Vesna out there with Okemi. Getting a sniff on the power play as that pass gets knocked down and fished by Lazor. Does a good job. And a good outlet goes to Imus. He's in some trouble though as he gets double teamed. Does a good job to flick it ahead. So good heads up by Richard Imus as he beats the shot clock and the time violation. And Snipers now with 10 on the shot clock will try and kill some more time. And they do just that. A good job. And coming out of it was Ty Argent. So a great individual effort there. Monarchs now will bring it back up in the offensive end with just over a minute to go in the power play. Monarchs working around the horn. Q will dump it down low and get it back. Swing it around, keep it on the right side. Q's shot right on target. Lazor, no problem. And he flicks it up and moving it on up is Martin. Martin will put on the brakes over the timeline. 35 seconds in the man short. Beats a man with 2 steps, goes to the shot. Good save to steer that one aside by Watson. Better hustle to corral the rebound, give his team a fresh clock. Double team no in there. Ball's still loose. And a great job of hustling by Justin Martin. He'll retreat to the bench. Snipers with possession, 20 seconds to kill. Miller lean in, tries the shovel shot. That doesn't work. And the Monarchs now will pick it up and try to move it up. Riley Morgan will get it over to Halls. Halls now will flip to Bergsma. Bergsma, more instrumental in this game than he was in yesterday's as he was playing defense. And a good recovery there by Mancini. Mancini avoids 2 defenders, no look in low. Beauty save by Lazor. So great fake, great move, but Lazor with that quick arm made a good save. Snipers still hanging in this game, 8:50 to go. Teams back at full strength. Jayton King looking for someone. Delayed penalty now. This time it'll be the Monarchs guilty. That overhand from Longboat goes off the shoulder. Ball still loose. Snipers working for it. As are the Monarchs. They come up with it, and it'll be just the third power play of the game for the Snipers when we come back after our officials' timeout. .8:24 the time remaining in the third quarter. Snipers with their third power play opportunity of the game, as it'll be Danton Miller, the quarterback here, working with Brent Longboat, Ty Argent on the left side. They get it over to the right. Mike McLaughlin will kick it back out. Swing it. Miller, good shot. Stopped by Watson down low. Longboat does a good job to keep it alive, and they get a fresh cut. Longboat down low, goes to the corner. So, good job by Brett Longboat as he picks up his first goal of the season. It's a power play marker. A thank you to Alterna Savings, as they've been serving our members in Ontario for over a century. And today our goal is to put the good in banking. We believe everyone should have a fair shot at financial well-being, not just a privileged few. That's why we put people before profits, offering very competitive rates with personalized, friendly service. And this is why we support the National Lacrosse League and the Arena Lacrosse League. Check out more. Visit us at alternasavings.ca. Also, of course, want to thank the NLL as our official partners as we grow the game of lacrosse. Vesna gets taken down. Snipers now maybe showing a little jump in their step as they loft that outlet pass and working in the offensive end. Looking for an opening. Good defense from the Monarchs. Perry can't find anything. Another delayed penalty. Got to hurry. 2 on the shot clock. Underhand stopped easily. And again, Snipers will go back to work with the man advantage with 7 minutes to go here in the third, trailing by 5. So Mitch Zulian will make his way to the box. 2 minutes for holding. And again, Miller, some snap as they work it around. Miller getting pressured, and just going to go double check and see. They looked like there were some issues with the clock starting. So there will be, right now there's a full shot clock. It's going to get wound down to 15 seconds. And there will be 6:46 on the game clock and 1:46 left in the man advantage. So to work we go. Sniper sniffing, good fake, and that's a bullet that goes up and over the glass. So possession to the Monarchs. And they'll try to weave their way, and they do. Okami will work on the half boards and trying to go to the net. A delayed penalty will be coming to the Snipers. So that'll nullify that power play opportunity. And how about that? Tanner Buck going to the inside out shot to pocket goal number 8 for the Monarchs. So the Snipers will pick up and continue with their power play after surrendering the 8th goal. And have 1:18 to, at the very least, answer. And good battle there, but the Monarchs just wanted it more, and they come away with that loose ball. Patrick Corbett, hesitation, stop, start, pulls it up, and curls out. Defender on him, he will look for some assistance. Jordan Mike doing a good job. And it'll be Tyler Halls looking to kill some time. 45 seconds left in the man short situation. Halls Cradle behind the net, runs into a roadblock. And a shot clock violation will give possession to the Snipers. Mike. He'll fake the flip. Danton Miller will set things up out there with McLaughlin and Longboat. Curling around, stepping in and letting it go. Good overhand, but you're going to have to get in tighter if you want to beat Watson. As Chayton King, again, no shots from way outside. Good speed in transition and curling out was Sawyer Howell. Finds a trailer in Vesna, can't find the mark. Richard Imus on the run, runs into some roadblocks himself. And I'll tell you, when you're quick in this league, you will get slowed down. Monarchs. Vesna tried to skip past, got it in. Q tried to reach over the shoulder. Good save by Lazor. And looks like we're going to have another penalty called prior to our officials' timeout. And we'll take a quick break, sort it out, and be back with the details. 4:37 to go. A slashing call to Brent Longboat will give the Monarchs another power play opportunity. They are 0 for 5 here, but in complete control of this game, leading 8-2. Corbett, swing and a quick stick. Good save by Lazor. Picked up by the Nation, but taken back by the Monarchs. Extra hit on Campbell Parker, and Corbett now will set it up. Parker at the top, swings it. Vesna, kick it back. Buck skip past Corbett to the top. Sidearm stopped by Lazor. Rebound picked up and moved up. Good hustle by Martin. Martin beats two defenders and runs into a third. He'll curl out, wait for some assistance. Perry. 15 on the shot clock. A minute to go in the penalty. Henry Chapman. First year in the Arena Lacrosse League. Certainly glad to have him here. Good underhand, stopped by Watson. Making the trip from south of the border, as does Emeka Okemi. .30 seconds to go in the power play. Bergsma, kick it back out, quick shot, stopped by Lazor. One of the best at scooping up that rebound. Pass is bad, though. Goes off the boards, picked up by Tyler Halls, and he'll move it up to Bergsma. Mason Wright has himself a goal today. Q, this time at the top. Penalty expires now. Team's back to full strength. Longboat casually makes his way to the bench. That's a bad pass to Bergsma. Loose ball picked up by Buck. Sleek kick, good shoulder save by Lazor. And here come the Nation. Good pass, no numbers though. Thinking about it and curling out was Jordan Mike. Backhand try. Good save by Watson. Had to be awake on that one, and the outlet pass gets floated up. Good job to get it over the line by Aaron Walker, and he'll retreat to the bench, giving way to Mancini. Mancini, spin off one defender, working along the half boards, waits for the rest of the offense. Kicks it over now. They work on the left side. Get it back on the give and go. Lazor was right there. Minute and 40 to go here in the third. Perry. Perry will dump it down to Pierce Abrams. McLaughlin, good first step. Blows by a defender, goes up top off the crossbar. And here come the Monarchs in transition. Etier. No numbers, weaves through a defender. Good stick check made. So Danton Miller with an outstanding recovery And now the Nation will move it up. Almost an over and back there if you notice, but a good job of straddling the line. Perry, under a minute to go here in the third. Longboat, saw the defender coming, faked the pass, gets a step, flip back. Too much traffic though for Chapman, and it's picked up by Corbett, and Corbett will gingerly bring it over the line. 35 seconds on the game clock. Bergsma. Ten on the shot clock. They'll get it back to the top. Bergsma will look from way out. Looking for Vezina. Pass goes awry. 10 seconds on the game clock. Snipers trying to work it in. Bounce shot. Stopped by Watson. Rebound. Still loose. Knocked away, and the Monarchs are going to take an 8-2 lead into the fourth quarter when we come back. All set to go here. Final 15 minutes here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. Lance Wynn, JVI Productions. Glad to have you with us here. Just an injury report as we head into the fourth. 66 Vern Hill for the Snipers has left the game, lower body injury, and he's day-to-day as far as next week goes. So a loss for the Snipers, as Vern Hill, certainly not big in stature, but a major presence on that floor for the Snipers. Monarchs now working up in transition. Halls, 2-on-1 with Buck. Gets it to Buck. Buck up, down. Almost stopped, and a good save by Lazor. Didn't cross the goal line when Buck touched the crease. So good moves, but maybe one move too many. Snipers now looking for something, trailing here by 6. Trying to go under was Perry. Perry looking for an opening on the screen. Chapman bounces off a defender. Got to get a quick shot. One on the shot clock. Good defensive hold by the Monarchs as they manage to stymie the Snipers without giving up a shot. Dancing on that line is Etchier. Does a good job to get it to Q. Q will send it over, and they'll work here from the left side. Good fake, almost a blow-by, but Lazor had that angle covered. And he'll make a good outlet pass, and here come the Snipers. Stats will get it over. Miller just had his stick knocked at the right time, wrong time, depending. Okami with good speed, wrong stick side, though. And he's met by Chapman, and he won't do a whole lot there. Richard Imus trying to wreak some havoc in this Monarchs offense. Buck, dump it down low, 10 on the shot clock. And Campbell Parker looking for something. Battles his way in, and play will continue as Campbell Parker got tossed into the boards. Looks like referees saying that he got held. So hence the reason no call on that play. Overhand stop. Imus picks it up. Has to do a duck under, and he'll get it over the timeline. Look for the back door. Has that pass picked off by Big John Vezina. Vezina will move it up to Tyler Halls. Halls, numbers now for the Monarchs. Good no-look pass on the crease. Wide of the mark. Mancini. And it's back the other way. Transition belt shot stopped by Watson. So both goalies doing it as they go end-to-end. Buck, numbers again for the Monarchs. Buck down low, quick stick stopped. Crease will be called. Possession will go to the Snipers as struggling to get off is Jamie Downey. And the Snipers now will bring it back up over the timeline. $11:50 to go here, fourth quarter. McLaughlin sends it over to Miller. Danton Miller needs something out of him, needs something out of McLaughlin. Looking down low, and there's Miller, but he was on the crease, so they almost got a little something, and it got nullified, and there's going to be a too many men call on the play. Miller will set things up here and play the top out there with Longboat. McLaughlin. And here's where you miss a Vern Hill. Good ball control guy that's able to facilitate. Pressure by Miller. Shrugged aside easily by Howell, and they get it back down. Minute and a half to go in the penalty. Good move by Bergsma. Dumps it back down low. They kick it back out to the top in Vezina. Vezina will swing it around to Parker. Parker working back to the right side. Bergsma on the dump off, and they ran out of time. Not the worst thing that can happen when you're killing a penalty for sure, with a minute 10 to go in the power play. McLaughlin will trot it up over the line, and they'll set things up. Longboat has some room. Good shot, but Watson hasn't allowed anything from outside that dotted circle by him. And a good lead pass sends in Corbett. And he has been money in the bank these opening two games here, and does the same here right now. And with 10:22 to go, you never want to say that that's all she wrote. But you'd certainly like to see the Snipers continue to show some fight, even though they're undermanned here in this game. Martin will get it off the boards, and they'll make some offensive changes. Around the horn it goes. Sidearm wide of the mark. Going to have to hurry. Under 3 on the shot clock. Dump it over. And that shot deflected again. So the Monarchs have held true on defense. And with 13 seconds to go, it's all they'll have to kill. Etier does a good job to roll it in the corner. Battle goes between Imus, and it's picked up by the Snipers with 9.5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Pierce Abrams out there looking for someone. They find McLaughlin. McLaughlin looking for an opening, goes to the bounce. 5-hole hasn't been there all game on Watson. And he'll outlet send away to Etier. Bergsma working on the half boards, right side. Dumps it down low. Swing across. Wrong stick side Mancini. He'll curl around. Under 10 on the shot clock. That comes up. Karam played though. And Campbell Parker will go by one defender and look to get a shot off. Either way, that will take us to our officials' timeout. Ready to rock and roll here. 8:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Snipers with a mountain to climb here, trailing 9-2. Monarchs have looked solid in their opening two games of this Arena Lacrosse League season. Came away with a 15-11 win over Oshawa last night, and in the driver's seat here today at the ILA. Getting that over, and a quick pass in the middle. Miller covered though. Ill-advised pass by Perry. And Okemi will pick that up, flip it up, and get control as he's got to hustle to get it over the line, and he does. Out the back door looking for Q. Q tripped over the carpet, and it's going to be a breakaway now. Snipers going the other way. Quick shot stopped by Watson. So a chance for Travis Stats maybe to make one move, one fake. Decided to go with the quick shot. That hasn't worked here against Joel Watson for the first 3 quarters at the very least. Looking at the back door, that was closed. Bergsma couldn't pick it up. And here comes Chapman. Good speed. Got a head of steam going. No numbers, though. Takes a quick shot, and that one will go up and off the netting. Possession to the Monarchs. Zulian will bounce around, wait for some help. Gets a screen from John Vesna. You get a screen from John Vesna, I assure you, you'll be open for at least a second. High check, no call there. As Campbell Parker has been getting some work, but continues to fight hard out there for all the loose balls. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Vesna curl around, dump it off to Bergsma. Bergsma, little hesitation, kicks it back out to Vesna. 5 on the shot clock. Vesna will shed one defender, goes to the other side, can't pick up the rebound. And a good job there by Sprints. And they're going to have to hurry, got to get it over the timeline, they do. Justin Martin. He'll flip it off, and Miller will work it to Longboat. Give and go. Denton Miller just stick check at the last second. So some good defense there by the Monarchs. And give credit to Riley Morgan, as looks like we're going to have another trip to the penalty box. So not a whole lot of stats in the offensive category for these snipers here in this game, with the exception of number of shots taken. Longboat size things up. They'll inch their way in towards the dot. Longboat. So a good old-fashioned overhand bounce shot gets the job done. Second power play marker of the game. Second goal of the game for Longboat. We'll see if the snipers show a little bit of fight here. Again, this, of course, week 1 of the Arena Lacrosse League. Off the draw, Tyler Kids in the Halls continues to dominate. And the Monarchs with possession will pull it out, set it up. But a change of mind, and curling out was Okemi. Gets it to Tanner Buck. Buck looking on the give and go. Good defense by Chapman. And it'll be good job by Sprents, as he just managed to get the backhand up. They're going to have to hurry, though, and they do. And there goes the head of that stick again, I tell you. Told Chapman about the head of that stick last time, and again, can't find a screw for that. That shot almost trickled through, but ended up deep in the pad of Joel Watson, as he's going to have to go fishing for it. And the Monarchs will move it up. 5 minutes to go here. Bergsma. Kick it back out. Vesna will swing it around the Buck on the left side. Give and go. Graham Bergsma, good shot, stopped. And an outstanding pass, just a bit too far for Martin. Ends up as a goaltender to goaltender pass. And now the Monarchs get it up in the offensive end. And it's going to be a too many men call that will take us into the final officials' timeout of the game. With 4:28 to go here, the Snipers will go back on the power play. They are 2 for 6, so this power play number 7 here. Trailing by 6 goals. So they got some work to do here, but got to take some of the positive out of it for Darcy Paulus and Vince Longboat, the coaching staff for these Snipers. And Miller with a shot, stopped. And I'll tell you, the further you are out and the more time Watson has to see the ball, more trouble you're in. He's been stopping everything that's been from well out, with the exception of a good hard bounce shot from Brent Longboat. And the Monarchs now will work on the clock. Clock certainly on their side here as they'll work the half boards. With the shot clock winding down, it will find the stick of Chapman. Hopefully he's either got some duct tape on that or another screw, one of the two, as he'll move his way in. And it's a bullet of an underhand. The issue, though, is the difference between the field net and the box net is a couple of feet. And Chapman's going to have to reset his sights so that he's on box net and not field net. Monarchs now in the offensive end. 40 seconds to go in the penalty. Buck curled around, kick it out to the right side, looking to get it back. Goes off the head of stick, picked up by Vezina. Point blank, good save. Vezina, though, will pick it up. Fresh clock, and it's tipped away. And off to the races. Martin. Close, but no. Watson just enough. And they call him for going through the crease. And the Monarchs now with 2:45 to go here in the fourth. So once again, Chapman's going to have to go see a stick supplier, as if it's not the head and the shaft. And Vezina almost took out the coaching staff over there, as Blaine McCauley had to do a little bit of the matrix to get out of the way of that. Snipers now will bring it back, creeping in on the 2-minute mark. So Chapman loses the head, then the shaft. Might be time to retire that baby. Good flip. Longboat tried the backhand, wide of the mark. No reset. 10 on the shot clock. Going for the dive, coming up a tad bit short was Perry. And back come the Monarchs as they will go to the attack and then think better of it and pull it out. Q gets it back. Minute and a half to go here. Shot clock winding down to 5, and shot goes off. Possession will go to the Snipers. Snipers now will look to take something positive here, as they will fall in their first game of the season. The Monarchs will go to an impressive 2-0. The only 2-0 team right now for week 1. And Tyler Halls will run it out. McLaughlin will chase him down. Halls spins and goes top corner. So Tyler Halls with his first of the game. Off the draw. Couple good passes and a fake. Wrong stick side, but again, if you're looking 5-hole on Watson, you should change your philosophy. Good collision there, as they're going to make sure that it doesn't go any further with one man on the carpet. Snipers now underhand again. Stiff and 5-hole, not there. And Watson doing a good job with 20 seconds to go. Monarchs will get it over the timeline, and we'll let this one play out. So the Toronto Monarchs will pick up their second win of the season and go to 2-0. They'll certainly sit in first place. Snipers will have some work to do, headed back to the drawing board for week number 2 in the Arena Lacrosse League, and 10-3 is the final score. So on behalf of the Arena Lacrosse League, we would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas as we will continue with Week 2 action next weekend. But in the meantime, between time, have yourself a very safe and happy Christmas. On behalf of JVI Productions, League President Paul St. John, I'm Lance Wynn. Thanks for tuning in. Week 1 in the books in the Arena Lacrosse League. We'll see you next time.